This is the KRUI News at Noon, brought to you in part by the Daily Iowan. This is KRUI, Iowa City.
It is noon in Iowa City. The temperature is 64 degrees, and for KRUI, this is the latest news with Alec and Zhao Li. Here are the headlines for this Tuesday morning. Super Tuesday Round 2, a struggle in the Mediterranean, and an update on the guy who threw tomatoes at Donald Trump.
Andrew Cuomo made national news during Iowa caucuses when he threw several tomatoes at Donald Trump's podium during his rally. Lucky for him and Trump, he missed every throw and is only being fined $65 without jail time to his disorderly conduct charge.
Trump won his battle with vegetables, but will he win again for the GOP? Trump is currently the front-runner in the Republican Party, and it looks for a big win in the second Super Tuesday. Idaho, Michigan, Hawaii, and Mississippi are up for grabs for the Republicans. The day is also big for Democrats, as Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders will be battling for Michigan and Mississippi. Hillary enjoys a 630-delegate lead over Sanders, while for the Republican Party, Ted Cruz, Marco Rubio, and John Kasich are looking to cut into Trump's delegate lead.
Ted Cruz comes into Super Tuesday after a hectic weekend, as Tim Remington, an Idaho pastor who spoke at a Cruz rally this past weekend, as after a sermon he was shot in his head in the church's parking lot. The police say attack was planned by the shooter, and the Remington is expected to make a full recovery, of which he calls a miracle.
The United Nations may not approve a controversial plan to ease the migrant worker crisis in Europe. The European Union has had 500,000 Syrian refugees enter Europe by illegal means. In response, the EU and Turkey have made a deal where the EU will deport one of its illegal Syrian immigrants to Turkey, and Turkey will place one of its Syrian residents legally into Europe. The UN fears that the deal is full of moral and legal problems.
A former U.S. missionary was sentenced to 40 years in prison Monday for sexually assaulting orphans in Kenya. Matthew Durham was convicted for assaulting children while working at the Upendo Children's Home. The 21-year-old said he was innocent of the charges of abusing up to 10 children sexually, some around 4 years old. Alec, is International Women's Day today, and a local female coach is fighting for gender equality.
That's right, Zhao, as Tracy Greisbaum, a former Hawkeye field hockey coach, filed a lawsuit Monday against the university. Greisbaum accused athletic director Gary Barta in a 26-page complaint of unfairly firing employees and coaches on a gender bias. The university responded saying gender was not the issue and that female coaches were fired because of losing records.
A major female athlete comes into some trouble. Maria Sharapova admitted to use performance-enhancing drug meldonium. She said she has been taking the drug for the last 10 years. The drug just became banned at the start of this year. Sharapova used the drug to counter a magnesium deficiency and a family history of diabetes.
However, Iowa's performance has been legally enhanced by senior Jared Utoff. The 6'9" forward was put in the All-Big Ten team Monday. This is a well-earned spot for Utoff. He's second in the Big Ten in scoring and first in blocked shots. Iowa looks to make a splash in March Madness, and Zhao, we may see a spike in locals betting on the Hawks.
1.2% of Iowans are having gambling addiction, according to a recent study, Alec, while 12% are identified as at risk to become addicted. State health officials are warning Iowans to seek help before it's too late.
North Korea has been busy with cell phones on Monday as the country imprisoned an unidentified amount of citizens who called relatives out of the country. North Koreans only allow a closed-off computer network that bans contact with the outside world.
Twin baby pandas were named in Canada on Monday. Their names are Jia Pan Pan and Jia Yue Yue. The names mean Canadian hope and joy in Chinese.
Let's end on a bizarre note. Hulk Hogan, a famous pro wrestler, will be speaking in court today against the website Gawker. Gawker leaked Hulk Hogan's sex tape that was recorded by Bubba the Love Sponge, a radio host that left the camera in his room while Hogan had sexual relations with his wife, Bubba's. Hogan claims that Gawker released the footage with intent to hurt his image. Safe to say, Hulk Hogan's championship days are over.
Finally, a quick look at the weather forecast for Iowa City. Right now, the temperature is 64 degrees. And for KRUI, we're Zhao Li and Alec Giannakopoulos.